Thanks for dropping in on this spontaneous meditation session. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we want to talk about our seat. Since I can't see you guys, I just want to point out the elements. Callie, stop. I just want to point out the elements of what you want to bring into your seat where we can all find common ground. So whether you're seated on the floor, if you have open enough hips to do that. I'm sitting on a meditation cushion. You could also do this in a chair. So if you are sitting in some sort of chair, sit to the edge of it so that you can find mobility in your hips and in your spine. And then the elements that you want to bring in is just tilting the bowl of the pelvis forward. And so as you tilt the bowl of the pelvis forward, you'll notice that the muscles along your lumbar spine engage. And so those muscles engage and they bring your low back into extension. And so you want to keep the extension in your low back. Now, if that was it and we just sat up nice and tall, over time, the weight of our head and the weight of our upper body all falling into the responsibility of the low back would overwork those muscles, and that's when we tend to slouch down. So to compensate, to add some support, then reach your arms all the way out. And again, depending on how you're sitting, you'll just negotiate. You want your wrists, though, wider than your shoulders so that your chest is nice and open. And then you want to push the back of your wrist down and squeeze your shoulder blades down your back. And so in doing that, you'll feel your upper back strengthen. And so that's where you'll share the responsibility then, right? The work of the low back muscles, keep the low back in extension. And the work of the upper back, the shoulder blades pulling down, keeps the chest lifted and the thoracic spine in extension. So that's the important bit, right? That you want to add in no matter what you're sitting on, is to lengthen up your spine and then strengthen the muscles of the back body so that they can maintain the support of a lifted and open chest. And then lastly, see if you can take your ears and slide them back so that they're over your shoulders. And you'll know that they're back far enough because you'll feel the muscles that surround the cervical spine engage. And so now you have muscular support for the weight of your head, and the weight of your head isn't just landing in your chest now or in the support of the upper back. So whatever your seat is, go ahead and close your eyes. And I'm going to go through these points just a few more times so that we're all really creating a form that has integrity to it. So no matter your seat, tilt the bowl of your pelvis forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades down your back so that the underside of your arms, like your triceps and your lats, are engaged. And then slide your ears back so that they're over your shoulders and the back of your neck is engaged. And then once you're there, go ahead and close your eyes. And once your eyes are closed, then commit to stillness. And so stillness is really the process that I want to focus on for today's meditation, of deepening into it. And I think quite often we can think of meditation and immediately go to finding stillness in more subtle places like our mental or emotional body. But think of this as a stepping stone. Find stillness first in the tangible physical body. And as you commit to that stillness, you'll start to recognize quite quickly the practice. It presents itself in every single sensation. The urge to scratch an itch or move your clothing or hair, or even shuffle out of discomfort. Every time you feel that habit or tendency to move, that's when you implement your practice of stillness. So take a few more moments here just to get to know this practice on a very physical, accessible level. Keeping the integrity in your posture and maintaining a deep sense of stillness. Now slow down your breath. And so allow the stillness of your body to highlight the fullness of a slow breath. Relax your lower belly so that your lungs can expand all the way down as your belly softens outward. And then listen into the tail ends of your breath. So the last few moments of your exhale, can you lengthen that out? Can you slow down the first few moments of your inhale? Slow down the breath is usually accessible for most people, but the practice is in creating repetition. This takes focus. So the next time you breathe, take your longest inhale. And then count the length of your longest exhale. Whatever that count was for your exhale, use that number now to create box breathing. Use it for the length of your inhale. Use it to hold the length of your inhale. That same count just for the length of your exhale, and then holding the length of your exhale. Ground your effort or ground your focus with more effort now. Add on 2 counts to each side of that box. So if your count was 8, now do 10-second inhale, 10-second hold, 10-second exhale, 10-second hold. So whatever your count was, add on 2. Let it be now a more effortful breath and a more effortful hold. Now go ahead and drop the counting and let sensation guide you. Take your longest breaths and your longest holds. Again, you're using the effort of the breath control to ground your focus. Notice any other thoughts as a distraction. Stay anchored in the breath and in the holds. Again, you're breathing your longest breaths and you're holding for as long as you can, both at the top of your inhale and at the pit of your exhale. about 1 more minute of taking your long breaths and finding moments of complete stillness in your holds. Again, the work may seem simple, and that's good. It's meant to be accessible. The effort is in the repetition and the discipline. Don't let the mind distract you. Keep breathing and holding. And wherever you are, let go of the breath control. Allow your breath to be effortless. And that might take a few moments to just chip away at any sort of work in the lungs or the throat. But feel the rhythm of your breath be naturally drawn back to its balance. Remain completely still. Seemingly simple, but the longer you stay here, the longer you stay planted in stillness, not moving, not reacting, the more you'll feel the work of your practice. To simply do nothing. The more that you get grounded in this practice, you create space, a clear space, mental space. And so for now, just sit and breathe. A few more moments here. Let go of any sort of overcomplication or the need to do more. Slowly join your hands together at your heart center. Take a long, drawn breath. Even beneath the emotional reactions, and just consider assuming that you are here with me in your meditation seats, that right now you are okay. And so just repeat that to yourself very simply. Right now I am okay. Take one more long breath. Gently release your hands. Your spine stays tall, chest open. And then just gently blink your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you guys for hopping on. And just remember your practice the rest of the night. Let it be simple, accessible, and there when you need it. Bye, Meryl. Bye, Diana. Bye, Fabi. Love you guys.